How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Psyfreak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur, Psyfreak, Commando, Deadeye, Psyfreak, Saboteur, Psyfreak, Saboteur, Psyfreak, Psyfreak chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. You're half dead. Zap 'em good. An emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. You lack key energy for that. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste And without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. Locked solid. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Those are the kind of things you need. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the... The legend of the one-eyed... The child could have... Had it not been for... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. The potato people, or not... You found one. The Nono's key. The You'll need a net to catch the nonna, and he wants you to use his, but... He says you'd better hurry back to...
Iboda kelmo.
He lost you there for a while.
Iboda kelmo fabobe. Mok kofan.
The trees...
Nuka.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation that Toxanol caused. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Iatu yao mawa. Iatu yao tikamapen. Tikamapen.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the Tri War and the situation with the World Eater. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. The World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see some...
Himatu, Saina, Itue, Nuso.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before...
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date. Regardless of who you choose, it won't. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. How to... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restrewed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strangers. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it...
Zata is de moi tot loho. Kariesne zdace. Paro. The
Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101. He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 1. Sometimes your move. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy. He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. The Sifu. There, he wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Once seeing... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. You're in pain. Your key energy is all used up. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Your energy is empty. You're not dead yet. Look at those muscles. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practiced. He thinks you should really... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling... But judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. You know you can't make up for lost time. She'll see you at the village. She's... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He wonders what usefulness you found. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you... You did well, but he can't help but what? It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants you to grow up and... She says... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where... He wants to know who you think... She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Volakamunum, Kanamunta, Antoro.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Ja.
He asks if you could help him too.
Ja.
He's a...
Intabadaj.
He's curious to see what...
Sam kumu unu. Yama fore domen wa. Je intanka kudu.
Beri?
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Masama, Kanyala no Toro. Yo no Masama Baru.
Your Muma says you did well to...
Masama, Anson, Ferena Masalapu.
Catchy.
Ferena Masalapu.
Your...
Ignavaldo, do male tu.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA.
Chialdo male canoru tuno. Ola kudo.
Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensi. Kenanu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Nyavaldu.
Your...
Kanamut.
Whatever happened, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Up all your key energy. You should hurry there and help them.
Jinga no hau.